what to do if you want to start on a career exchange, but you haven't got the 2 to 3 months worth of money that you're going to need to keep you afloat until the first invoices start to come in. You can do it. I know you can do it because I've done it. I've also found what I believe, and bear in mind that everything on this channel is either wrong or at least largely erroneous, the best way to get started with a way out. So basically the long and short of it is this: you're going to need a factoring company. Now the problem with a factoring company is most factoring companies, when they get hold of you, they'll go, we want all of the invoices run through us. Now that's lovely because it means that you'll do the jobs, and rather than having to wait a month or 2 months or 2.5 months before the money comes in, you'll get that money in 3 days. So you get 85% of that money in 3 days. The problem is, once you're under the feet of a factoring company, it's very difficult to get out. Because for a start, you're losing a percentage of all the money you make. And let's face it, the game's tight enough as it is. So they'll say 3%. But it's not 3%, because then there'll be fees for setting it up. And then you'll be charged interest. It actually probably works out at more like 10%. So on a game that's tight in margins anyway, you're going to lose 10%. The thing is also, like I say, most factoring companies want you to run through every single invoice. Now, I've got a factoring company, the factoring company that I use, a firm called eCapital. Now, when I took them on, they said to me, we don't want every invoice. I went, really? That's strange. What's that? And they went, because we've taken on people on the CX before. We took one guy on, and within 2 or 3 months, the guy had over 200 customers. Because you do a job for this guy. It's not like a normal company where you do 90% of your jobs for one firm and you haven't got enough money to run. You'll do a job for this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And they said it's a massive headache chasing the bills. I went, okay. And at the time I thought, ooh, am I going to be able to survive on just doing the work for certain people? And I said to them, so who do you choose the 10? And they went, well, we'll let you choose the 10. Now, I was kind of lucky enough that I did have a couple of my own customers who do pay a bit quick. So it didn't make any sense for me to include them. And my factoring company were okay with this. So what I ended up doing is I ended up fitting into 3 different categories. Jobs I do for my local customers who pay pretty quickly. Jobs that I did for regular customers on the haulage exchange or the courier exchange who paid 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, but I did quite a lot of work for them. And then jobs that I did for any old guy. So you might end up with a job in the morning out of Milton Keynes for one of your regular people because they're a local firm that's going to Rotherham, and then you might end up with a job out of Rotherham that's coming back. You with me so far? So I've got 3 bits. I've got the ones that are paid from my firm that are paid instantly or paid quickly. I've got ones that are paid on the CX, which I was going to get through the factoring company in about 3 days, less their percentage. And I've got the backloads. That's on the never, never. That's going to happen whenever. And then as a result of which, you to begin with, you may end up picking jobs that you don't really want. It might not be ideal, but you think, well, if I take that job, that's for a local firm, I'm going to get the money in 3 days, and I kind of need the money in 3 days because the fuel's coming out. But if you work hard and you keep going at it, eventually you will start to build up some invoices on the CX listing. And then slowly but surely you will need the factoring company less and less and less and less. They'll still be charging you, they'll still be charging their monthly fee, but they're there in case of emergencies. And then eventually, and it hasn't happened to me yet, you turn around to the factoring company and you go, right, I'd like an exit plan now, and they'll go, fine, you have to do this, 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 and this. You run for another 6 months or whatever, we get all our money back, whatever's left over we give to you, we shake hands, thanks very much, see you later. And that, I believe, has been the best way for me to start, because I couldn't do it without the factoring company. I didn't have the money to run, and I couldn't do it, and I'm not always tied to them. I've got a way out. I hope that's clear. So, the lady from the factoring company's phoned me. And this is where it kind of works for you. And she said, Peter, so we'd like to take some other people on. We're happy. If you take other people on, you get a referral fee. Now I hate referral fees, because what happens is you do a video and you go, just quote this number, just click this link, and then surely nothing happens. And even if you do refer them, they go, oh yeah, I wasn't sure about how I've referred. Or was it from you? Or and a referral fee, I'm not going to lie to you, I've never lied. The referral fee is big. It's a piano. It's a decent amount of money. So, I mean, what I could do is I could just go, just mention my name and take the dough, but that doesn't seem right either. So what my proposition is this. If you want to start on a CX, you're serious about it, I will help you. I will mentor you. So what to do, leave it in the comments, Peter, I'm interested, and I need the factoring company. Kind of, the two kind of go hand in hand. If in fact, no, they don't go hand in hand. If you don't want a factoring company, if you just want to start on a CX, you've got any questions, you can leave it in the comments, we'll answer them. That's what we do anyway. That's what we do on a channel. But if you want to get proper involved, then leave it in the comments. And what I'll do, we'll get in touch. I'll give you a bell, we'll have a little chat. And I'll go and we'll talk, and I will give you an honest opinion of whether I think it's for you or not. And I've had other people ring me up before. One guy saying he was a black cab driver, wanted to do it at weekends. One guy wanted to do it mornings and evenings. And I went, you're wasting your time. It won't happen. You'll end up doing money. There's not a job. I won't lie to you. I never lied to anybody. So leave a comment. I'll have a chat. If I think it's a goer, or if we think it's a goer, I'll contact the factoring company and go, right, here's the situation. I've got someone who wants to come on board the same way as I have come on board. And then you will have to go through that thing of filling in forms and all that and getting it sorted. And then when you're up and running, I will help you. You got any questions, Peter? I don't understand this. How does the portal work? I'll give you some time, get you up and running, like I am up and running. And that way you'll get started. So what do I get out of this? Why am I doing this? Why am I, so well, firstly, I do the whole thing for free anyway, because I like doing it, I like helping people. But secondly, as I said, if I get a referral fee off you, I get a piano. How much is a piano? Look at the video. There's one on How to Speak Money and Economy. But everybody wins. My favourite game is the one where everybody wins. I'll get the referral fee. I will help you get in contact with a factoring company so you'll get started, and I'll talk you through how the thing works, and the factoring company get another customer. For a while anyway. They will take some of your money. But then I always say, you've got two choices. If someone says, oh yeah, someone they're on Dragon's Den, and they go, I want 25% of the business. Well, a business which is going nowhere. And they go, I don't really want to give 25% away. I would rather have 75% of something than 100% of nothing, because 100% of nothing is nothing, and they won't take 25%. It's like 10. They'll say it's 3. It's not 3. So if that sounds like a thing to you, if you fancy it and you want to give it a go, see something in the comments. I'll get in touch. We'll see if it works. It might not even work. This whole thing might prove to be an utter waste of time. Or it might be a way where I can earn some extra dough, I can help someone in their future career, you can end up with a future career which you're much happier with in your old job, and the factoring company earn a few quid. Like I say, everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. And that's the best way to take care and take money.